plotting data points with no line, and see, sometimes you may require that, okay, you want just to visualization of your data points. So if you specify a marker but not a line style, only the marker are plotted. So here you can see that x is the vector and it received how many points? 10 points, 1 from 1 to 30, and y is also having the 10 points from the 5 to 45, and you are using the plot xy. Now you see this thing. So if you specify a marker but not a line style, the only marker are displayed. So here you have specified the marker. Marker is what? Star. This is the marker, and B represents the blue color. So star will be displayed in the blue color, but there will be no joining line. So line will not be joined. So you have to remember that if you are not specifying the line style, okay, but you have specified the marker, then you are not getting the line. Then you can give the title like xy skater, and now font size of this is 20, color is blue, the blue color title you will see. And once you execute this, then you are getting the graph like this. So this is the title. You have, this is the title, and now see that these are the points, and these are the points, and marker is what? Marker is the star and color is the blue. These, you can see that there is no joining. So this is kind of the visualization. You have some data, you can visualize by constructing the only points. So you will come to know the nature of the data. So this can be used like this. Okay. Now you have the scatter plot. For doing the same thing, what you have done here, you have not specified, you have take care about the line style. So if you have not specified a line style, only you have the specified the marker. So if you have specified marker, then you are getting the things like this. So other way to do like this is, you can use the function scatter. So once you are going to use the function scatter, then it automatically constructs only the points. So it is used to plot a vector against the other with some markers. Okay, it requires at least 2 input vectors. So scatter, once you have the scatter function, the scatter function will plot the points only. So you will see only the points. You will not see the line joining. So this is the theta. You can say theta is the some vector. You are assigning the value from 0, 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi, and how many points? 150 points. Now for this 150 points of the theta value, you are going to compute this function. This is x is equal to sine theta plus 0.75 rand 1 to 50, means 1 by 150. This is the random numbers generated, one row, and how many columns? 150 columns. So random numbers between 0 and 1. Random numbers between 0 and 1. So you are receiving the x and y. So corresponds to the theta 150 values, you are going to receive the 150 here, 150 here. Now this a is actually, once you go for the scatter function, then this a represents the size of the marker. So like this is the marker style you are specifying. Oh, so you are just constructing the circle. So this is the size. What is the size of this circle is 140. So like this, you can do like this. So the output of this is like this. Now a is just, is what? This is the scalar you have specified. This means if you have specified the scalar, this means every marker size will be of the same. Every marker will be of the same size. That's why you are going to see like this. Every marker, every circle of the same size. But if you want that the markers should be different size, the markers should be in different size, then A can be the vector, and A can be the vector, and say how many points you are having. You have the 150 points, so you have the vector of 150 points, and depends on the value of the vector. Accordingly, you will have the size of your marker. So you need to know like this. So this can be scalar. If this is the scalar, then every marker of will be of the same size. If this is the vector, then your marker will be according to the value of the individual points in the vector. So this you can have screenshot. Then you have the value of the, this is the simply, this is the x value, and you have simply, this is the y value, and then you have the scatter. You have the scatter. You have the scatter, and A can be specified in the figure also. There is no issue to declare the variable. So like 140, this, and then you press enter. So see the graph like this. You have the circles only. You just have the circles, and every circles are of the same size. One thing is more. If you specify, if you want to fill the circle also, then you can do like this. So you can say F5 and fill. You are going to fill. Okay? And once you press, then you will get the points like this. These are the points. You have the points. So circle is filled. Okay. Now this is 140. You know, this is 140 you have, and instead of say, instead of O, you can also specify like D. Sorry. Okay. You, if you specify instead of marker O, you can specify that D. D is for the diamond. So you will see that these are in the form of the diamond. These are the markers which are in the form of the diamonds, like this. So you can change the marker. Now, if you want to vary the different markers, then you have to specify, say for example, A is the vector now, and A is the vector which receive the value. Okay, you can say you should have the how many values? 150 values. So you can say okay, 150. Okay, so how many values will be there? You will have the 150 values. Increment is by 1, and then you can use the scatter function. And here, instead of using just this, you can use the value of, you can use the A, and here you can have the diamond. Instead of diamond, you can use the O, and then you can see the situation. Some circles are very small, and according to the value, you will have some bigger circle. So someone is small according to the value, and someone is the larger one. Are you getting? You can also keep,
Hello,
say for
sir.
example, if you want to keep, yes.
Sir, if we want to give the different sizes to all the markers, then
Uh,
we have to, for example, in this, there are 150 points.
uh,
So everyone we have to give different size.
yes, every point is of different size.
Okay. Some of them could be of 30 size. Some of them could be of 50 size. We
Yes,
cannot do like that.
yeah, this is the situation. Starting from 1, that will be the lowest one, and 150 is the highest one.
Now, I want to categorize a few of them points should be of size 50 and
Uh,
few of them of size 100.
you can do like this. So you have to modify the vector A.
Okay. Mhm.
Keep which points you want same, and say first 50 values can be same, then next 50 can be different.
Okay. Okay, sir.
You can specify.
Okay, sir.
So there is no, according to the value you will have the answer. So it depends on the vector value. Just okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So this is the use of this. Now, okay, this is the field. So this is the example of the field. And theta same function is there, and y is equal to exponent theta this. S is equal to scatter xy field. Once you say field, then now this is what you have doing. You are doing S is equal to scatter xy, and now S is the handle of this plot. And once you create the handle, this gives the information related to this plot, and later you want to modify, you if you want to specify some property of this plot, you can specify with the help of this handle name. That's why this is, so you can specify the property. So okay, line width is equal to 0 point name of the property, and this is the value. So s dot, in which plot you are talking about? In this plot, because the handle is for this scatter. So s dot line width is equal to 0 0.6. S dot marker edge color is equal to blue. So marker edge color will be of the blue. Okay, and width of the line width will be 0 0.6. So you will, once you run this, you are getting like this. So you have the, this is the different function actually, I think. Okay, so this is the different function. That's why you are going to find the different plot. So this is the different plot you have. But what is there? You have the field and line width and marker edge color. So actually it is blue, and it is also filled with the blue. So that's why you are not seeing the uh, of the age, because age is also blue, and the field is also by default is blue. So that's why you are not observing the age color. This is the different plot, which is the line plot. Okay, so line creates a line object in the current axis. You can specify the color, width, line style, and marker type, as well as other characteristics. So here see that theta is equal to line specification. You have 0 to, you have 0 to 2 pi, 2 times pi, and 150 points. Okay, and then you are using this 150 points with this equation, and this is the random 150 like this, and this is, and simply instead you are doing the line xy. If you do the line xy, then you are getting this, and this is not the strange. If you, instead of this, if you can use the same for the same xy, if you use the plot x and y, then you are also getting the same thing. Because once you go for the plotting, this is the two-dimensional line plot actually, and the plots are constructed by line, joining the line. Here, this is actually the light version of the plot. You can say that this is the low-level function. Uh, plot plot is the high-level function, and the line is the low-level function. This is the low-level function, and this is the high level. So in the high level function, actually this function is going to replace the existing graph, and this is not going to replace the existing graph. It is going to do the minor modification and adding the lines objects one by one. This is one object, then one object, one object, one object, and this is adding the lines one by one. And that's why this is the actually low version of the plot. Otherwise, in the display format, if you use the plot xy, then you will see the same graph as you have found in the line plot. So line is the low version of the plot. So this is the low level command of the plot, low level command as compared with the plot. So you can remember. So whenever you just want to create the line, you can also use this line. line and scatter commands to draw complex figure. Okay. So assuming that you have the variable t which takes the value from -1 to 1, and the increment is what? Increment is this. Increment is this. Okay. So 0.01. So okay, I don't know how many points will be there. If you run this command, then exactly you will know that how many points are there. You can compute. Now this is the function cos 57 pi times t. Okay, and pi times t, and then because this is the scalar, this is the scalar, there is no harm. That's why you don't use the dot operator here. Here, here also the same thing. Now, but see that whatever you have the cos 57 times pi multiplied by t. So since 57 is the scalar and pi is the scalar, you are not using the dot operator. But this will hold this word. Answer of this part is what is that? It is the vector, and you are multiplying this vector with this vector, and that's why you have to specify the dot here. Otherwise it will assume that the matrix multiplication, and your computer will generate the error. So that's why element by element multiplication will be done. So you have to use this dot operator here. This is important. Similarly here also, this is the vector and this is the vector, and hence you have to multiply, and you are going to use the, because in this vector you have the number of points, in this vector you also have the same number of points as here, and you are going to multiply, and you are getting the points, you are getting the vector y, which is the result of the multiplication of these two, and you have to use the dot here, so that element by element multiplication will be done. Now you can see the line. You have the line. This is the command which is going to construct the graph by joining the line one by one. So x, y, and color is k. I have specified that x, y, then this is the name and value. Name and value. So this is the property name, this is the value name. So property is what? Color. So you have to specify in the form of the string, and value, since this is not numeric, you have to specify in the form of the string. So k means what? K means black color. Now see the situation. So once you have constructed the graph, and what you will find here, you just have the lines only. Lines are joining according to the points. Okay, this kind of lines you will have. Okay. Maybe this is the lines. Now in the same axis, area, you want to construct the scatter plot. So that's why you have to use the hold on function. This is the requirement. So once you say hold on, means in the current axis also you are going to construct this second graph, and this is the scatter one, and scatter, you know, it is going to create the points only. Okay, so it is this is going to create the points, and from here at the joining, this is the points. Actually these are the points. So here you have the points. The scatter is going to create the points. So here you have the x, y, r, and color of this is red, and this is the field. So you have the points are filled. So you will see the graph like this. Once you execute this, then you will find the like. You can see the first one is the graph with for the black lines. Color is black. Okay. Then the filled one is the red color. So you have filled, and see this is the kind of graph you have constructed with the help of this function, and x and y, these are the x and y equations. With the help of x and y equations, you are getting the graph like this. So it depends, if you change these values, you will get the different kinds of graph. So this looks like the butterfly, and this is the graph you are going to construct, and then you have constructed the two graphs in the same axis. Hold on is actually responsible for displaying both the graphs. Otherwise, once you go for this, it is going to replace this one. You will not get. So if you want to show the both graph in the same axis, then you have to specify the hold on. So importance of hold on is here. In the same axis, you want to see the both the graph. So that's all. Okay. Any doubt here?
Sir, can we use hold on more than 2 times?
If you want to construct some other graph also,
Yes, sir.
then you can also say hold on.
Yes, sir.
Just like if you want to construct, say you want to construct the linear, first is the linear and then hold on, then you can go for the square, hold on, you can go for the cube, hold on, you can go for the मान लीजिए and _ 4 like this. So you any number of times you can use the hold on, there is no issue.